So it's November 3rd, and about a week past my murdered sister's birthday. Her birthday was October 27th. And yeah, so that's why, in the grand scheme of things now that I look back, I'm glad I went through the things I went through. I'm not glad, but I appreciate it more, put it that way, because it taught me a lot. It was very painful, a lot of stuff I went through growing up. I didn't get support anywhere in my community. I want to make sure I say that loud and clear. While the migrants get full fucking support from American government, American politicians who were put in office to, take care of American people and their needs priority first. But, somehow that's not what's happening. And it's on purpose. It's not somehow, you know. They claim that they answer to the, constituents, and I want to represent my constituents and what they want. And it's only when the election come up. Other than that, after that, it's like they reach the point of, well, yeah, we'll help you. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. Right now, we got to hurry up and go give ourselves another raise, or hurry up and go and take a flight somewhere to go to some convention or whatever. No mask, no cold mask, no shot or nothing. While they were having people line up, for shots, COVID shots and masks and stuff, you know. You too stupid to look on the internet and find them there and see them, the doggone politicians and stuff from D.C. Or, how Nancy Pelosi had a whole hair salon open so she could get her hair done. But they closed them because of COVID. Well, I guess you're right. COVID skips over her, skips over Target, skips over Walmart, places like that, right? As long as it's owned by big corporations, whether they're international corporations or American shell companies or whatever. Right now, see, this is why I'm mad as hell. Because my black people, I'm telling you, I'm going to keep fucking talking until you're all listening. I'm telling you. Because when I go, if I don't, I'm pretty sure nobody else will tell you. And you know why this is a whole design. And I'm pissed the fuck off. Because right now, if you look in the mail, I'm sorry, not the mail. If you look in the Daily Mail, which is a British newspaper, or I'm sure it's probably in other newspapers, Post, this and that, all over. They're talking about look up the article about the labs, the Chinese labs that were found abandoned in our country. Huh? And they were doing experimentation, genetic experimentation, biological experimentation, in a filthy, filthy lab that they left in a state that it was a huge biohazard. Huge biohazard. Filthy. I can't imagine what kind of scientists, would be working in that filthy place. Like maybe the one, like the doctor that made the Joker or something like that in the Batman movies. Because the place, if you look at it, it's filth. And so you look and you say, well, what would they be working on there? Bioweapons. Bioweapons. Yeah. Different kinds. Something that could be transmitted by mice to the population, like malaria. What was the other one they said? Malaria, HIV, or it made my skin crawl. I think TB. It was a couple of very extreme and serious illnesses that they were in there fooling around with no license, no coding, no inspection, no real authority to do it because they were Chinese. And then when they tried to look up where they came from, well, the Chinese knew they'd do that. Guess what? All the addresses that they put on their application for whatever, grant or whatever, were fake. Chinese shell companies, fake. Like a place where if you go there in China, it's just not an address, or it might be an abandoned building like that. Fake, 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 fake. Like that Japanese woman who made me feel like we were on Okinawa or Iwo Jima or Pearl Harbor getting ready to fight to the death. And I was nicer, and a man, I didn't, trust them to the extent that I believed everything they were saying, but they hadn't done anything wrong, anything to me, so let me go along with it for a little while and find out what's happening. I'm so glad I did. I didn't flip on her and then he'd get up and leave real angry and she'd do, clean out the stuff or whatever. She was left out there. I made sure she stayed out there because I knew that bitch was treacherous. But with everything that happened here, Of course. I had to go, back to the bricks and back to the brick smoke. Of course. I'm still hoping for that, that, what do they have it? It's like one of them carnival things where you could, win money, the little games, what, you know what I mean, you know. And I heard they give you 50 presents if you get it done in 2 seconds. You have 50 presents to give in 2 seconds. I don't know who's got that right, but I know I won't get it wrong. But, yo, what y'all did, I'm telling you, I have to stand up for my people because a lot of my people, a majority of us for hundreds of years were bred to not value education, family, fight each other to death. The man coming and making them have sex with their sister, mother. Now I understand why I saw that genetic mutation all over, because it's spread through the DNA all over. How you see those people sometimes, whether they black, American black, whether they white, Spanish, not really white, the white didn't do as much, but whether it was white, Spanish, whether they Chinese or anything like that, and or even Russian or whatever. Every once in a while, I would see people that was like, I would look at them like, they look like they're from the same tribe. Why do they look like they're from a tribe, like say this one's from Russia and that one's from New York? Why do they look like that? The smushed in forehead and look like they look at you kind of like a cross between a constipated pit bull and a fucking angry hog or wild pig. An angry wild pig. Yeah. And I would see people like that sometimes. And they looked almost like inbred, like they was Hatfields and McCoy. They were. Some of us were. Thank God I didn't get that mix. I would have never been brilliant enough to figure it out. That's why they have those same genetic traits all across the globe. Because their ancestors had somehow, some way, mated had sex or raped, a lady, a woman from my ancestors' generations. And then say, oh no, we ain't got no obligation or reparations. You know why? Because deep down they feel like anything they do to us is okay. And not only that, even the ones who feel like, well, everything's not okay, slavery, this and that, they feel like they're doing something for us just by, oh, you know what, you're right, I support you. Really? Because y'all support no racism and y'all support keep people safe like y'all help us do, your elites or politicians, black church members or whoever the fuck, Obamas. Y'all help keep us safe in the hood where the bullets fly and shit like that and they shoot up the funeral parlors and stuff. Y'all out there protesting nonstop, right? Y'all out there saying we need money now and taking money from the white communities and stuff to make sure the black communities had a quality education, right? Nope. I got the quality education because I love to read. If I didn't love to read, I'd probably be stuck and fucked up like my people do. But I'll tell y'all what you do, because I know y'all like to come out, the liberals, the rich house slaves, like Oprah and them, or, LeBron and them, or Michael Jordan and them, or even Beyonce and them. And I ain't got no beef with Beyonce. I don't particularly care if the killer bees want to get upset. Before you do that, let's get upset about reparations together, and then you can do that. Or maybe get your little cry out the way first, because nobody's supposed to speak about Queen Beyonce. What church and what religion you worship at? Oh, spending money on this rich bitch. I'm sorry she's not a bitch, but I mean, hey, to me they all are. You know why? Because when they get up there with all that money, all that talk about, oh yeah, this is important, and I'm glad to have this opportunity, and they ain't really giving it to the rest. They might give a few for entertainment, or maybe put some money up for a couple of scholarships for 2, 3, or 4, or 5, or 10 people that really, you know how many of our people across the globe, and they all come here and they've all been handicapped brutally, mercilessly by the white people. Not all of the white people, but some. You can't learn or we'll kill you. Run away, we'll kill you. Cut the baby out your stomach, smash her head on the tree so you could see it, Rape your men in front of you. And, sell your women, rape your women in front of you, whatever. And guess what? Ladies, men, or whoever, you better teach them to stay in their place. Like we let y'all stay in your place. And that's how they act. And so down south, some places we don't go. We don't want the beef. They don't come up here. They don't want the beef. Some try it, and they look crazy, you know. But we had extreme value, my people. Extreme value that we still have. And I'm going to make sure my people know it, because my people created a lot. Over 100 inventions, man, that was stolen. The whites don't talk about that. Or they don't talk about how deep down inside, they don't feel we deserve anything. You know why? They're the descendants of the slave owners and the overseers. And guess what? Or the towns that stood by and profited off of this stuff. And guess what? Why the fuck do you believe, my black people? Why would you believe that they care? Did they care for 400 years when we were enslaved? Huh? You think they changed that crime bill to benefit us? No. They put the crime bill in place to harm us. You know, make sure, them niggas, we don't want them getting out at all. Let them go and, work in the shoot program or whatever, the cafeteria. Because white folks have gotten used to being very phony and delusional to themselves too about their history and their behavior, then and now. Because their culture is corruption and spreading, they spread corruption and they spread conquests and they spread cannibalization of other people's cultures, which they didn't have memory loss and it's, theirs or whatever. But, I mean, they've been smart at times, education and all that, but guess what? Guess the fuck what? No, none of them, a majority of them don't want us to have anything. Even the ones who want to help, they'll just stand in and say stupid shit and do stupid shit because it's like they want to get that feeling off. Oh, this ain't right. They'll talk about the feeling and then just drift off back to regular bullshit. Like the one who said, about the bank that discriminated regularly for years and years and obviously still doing it against black people. So no matter how hard you worked, that's why we sue it. No matter how hard you worked, no matter how good your credit or this or that, how much money, they still treat you like a slave on the low, or like a escaped slave that you don't deserve shit. But we can't slave you, so you know what? And they don't trust us, they say. Oh, we're criminals, they say. All criminals. What, you mean the ones you taught my people to be? Like teaching them to fight each other to death so they can have some rum and a good meal and here's some women like they used to do back then? Huh? White folks taught us that. They went all over the globe and did it. My black people wasn't doing that. Y'all did it to us with the vicious Africans. And everybody else participated. Europeans and everything. They all want to get paid off of using black labor because it's great. And so y'all said we're part animal and, we don't deserve nothing. And I wasn't a slave owner and this and that and this. While having us cook your food. You'd have somebody who's a part animal cook your food. Or watching your children, suckling, nursing your children from infancy. They would give their infants slaves. So see, there is a responsibility because y'all passed that behavior on, just like they would give their infant slaves. You think when it was over, they wasn't still doing that? We wouldn't have the Ku Klux Klan if that were true. So y'all are all factually inaccurate. And therefore, we will take it to court and litigate it. While you're busy talking about, y'all, what are y'all doing? Giving, not retroactive, giving upfront reparations. You're giving our retroactive reparations that our ancestors should have had. And then we'd have had towns and stuff like we did. And, we'd have grown, but y'all don't want us to grow. Y'all want us to make y'all businesses, y'all communities, y'all families grow safe and brutalize us at the same time. And it was nothing. Hey, it's just a black woman, black bitch. There was black women, even after slavery was over, tried to go vote and got raped brutally, killed by white mobs who would roam around and they see them, what? Grab them, kill them, gang rape them, all kind of shit. And y'all say, we are savage. Is that right? Because if you want to vote, I guess that's what you deserve if you're black, right? But y'all bring other people in here and let them sneak vote and all that. We don't want no vote ID because we want anybody who come in here to be able to get in our elections and vote for us if we want to. Well, guess what? The black folks, we ain't voting for none of you till we get something up front, now, immediately, like the fucking migrants say. Because we actually, like they said, we deserve this. And nobody said, you don't deserve nothing. Or Ukraine, we need this. You don't need nothing, Ukraine. We ain't got nothing to do with you and your war. Or the Jews, which I don't have no problem with the Jews. But a Jewish woman or somebody was getting mad, a white woman, at black people because they didn't jump to support Israel? Did Israel jump to support us when we were fucking slaves? No. They're descended from slaves too, according to the Bible, you know. But, you know, they did happily come over here and join the system. You all do. You all do. Join that system of let's find any way we can. And then let's have convenient memory loss. And it didn't happen. I don't do convenient memory loss, bitch. I'm coming from a family and all of y'all. Because my daughter is not going to be a fucking McDonald's worker or sex worker or whatever the fuck y'all got your kids doing and being for the rest of her life. And I have a funny feeling, you know, well, y'all should enjoy your lives because much like shooting stars, you know shooting stars burn out real fast. And y'all look burnt out. And I think I'm going to make sure it's lights out. Just like this, you know. On my new play, you know, my new soap opera, fucking soap opera loving, mediocre, average fucking, oh my God, I'm so sick of being around these, barely literate bitches, whether they black, white, Spanish, or whoever, you know, and the white people, y'all are really disgusting that y'all figured out slavery was wrong, stopped enslaving each other, but then when enslaved my people all over the globe, black people, and then dragged us here, brutalized us, and said, we don't owe you nothing. You know, but you felt guilty, so, we can say we owe the migrants. Yeah, we'll call migrants unaccompanied minors, as we don't mind if gang members, cartel members, corrupt Mexican military, or fucking whatever, soldiers of fortune who have been paid to bring drugs and shit. We don't care, because we covered. We got guns, we got everything, bodyguards, all of that. Them black people, hey, whatever. But they real violent, you know, because we taught them how to be that way. Were they violent when they came here as slaves and slaved for you for hundreds of years? Bitch. All of you. Your white Karens and your